Hi, I'm MeganBatoon, and aside from me doing nothing but sleeping an extra hour to make my back hurt, I am also going to do a 10-minute makeup routine that I do every single day, anytime I go to work or anytime I do anything else. It was hard for me to think of something I do besides work. Bad. Don't be like me. Tip number 1. Oh, this is gonna be full of tips, whether you wanted it or not. But it will be 10 minutes. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. Turns out I'm working with Glossier, and you're about to watch me hard pretend to be a beauty guru for upwards of 10 minutes. That's all. Moving on. Maybe. I'm missing something. My brain. Didn't find my brain. Did find a washcloth concoction that is gonna help us wash our face today. I didn't wanna wash my face in a sink. You always need to start with a clean face, and so I'm taking a dirty towel to make my face clean. It will all work out in the end, is what I always say to myself, regardless of what I think. The first thing I use every day is Glossier's Milky Jelly Cleanser, and I got my nails done. You are seeing me at my prime. It's a conditioning face wash. Ooh, actually that's super satisfying. Let's get into this. Oh yeah. And then I dab it and squish it in my face. The cool thing about this is that it can be applied to wet skin as a cleanser to start your makeup routine, or it can be used on dry skin to remove the makeup that we are about to put on. It feels really soft. And one of my favorite things is after you wash it off, or in this case, wipe it off, your skin feels really smooth and supple. It doesn't feel tight and dry like some of those other cleansers. The shade. It makes it feel like it helped my skin versus hurting it. And that's the goal. Oh yeah, that's the Kool-Aid man putting on makeup. Wow, I honestly am fine with this. But it's a makeup tutorial, so we must move on. The next thing I use is a moisturizer, essentially putting an exclamation point on the moisture that we just put on our skin. Ooh yeah. Ooh, has Korean symbols on the back. That's a good sign for skin. Just like the Milky Jelly, this is really light. Next I use a Supergoop Everyday Sunscreen. This is just, it's you gotta. I don't know why I need to show you everything I'm doing. I'll never be accepted in the makeup community, so why am I even trying to be a part of it? I'm not. Here it goes. I swear, if you're not using SPF, what other mistakes are you making in your life? This is the easiest way to take care of yourself for your future. That's like the skin equivalent of a Roth IRA. Just pay it forward. We're almost doing the makeup thing. Half of the makeup routine is prepping for it. Half of anything is prepping for it. Next, here's a secret that I like. I use Nivea Men Post Shave Balm Aftershave to prime my skin. I learned this trick on sets because it holds the makeup better all day. So I just squish it on my hands and then plop it on my face. And also it smells like a man. What I promised you was makeup. Coming up next, makeup. I'm using the Fenty Beauty. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Shake Well. That's just the direction of it. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation in 220. It was like I was speaking a new language for a second. So here's the thing with this. I mix this with a couple different things because this alone is really full coverage, and we don't need that on a normal day. I like to mix Fenty with 2 of these. I don't even know what they are, but this is skincare and makeup at the same time. I'm using a CC cream and a glow cream. If you were to choose one, I guess it doesn't matter. I use both of them. It makes the foundation look a little more natural. Whoa, what a weird angle. So I'm just gonna mix this together on my hand. I'm diluting the foundation because we don't need all of that. I use my hands because it warms up the makeup that goes into your skin a little bit better than if you were to use another type of brush or sponge. And I'm not delicate with my skin when I put things on, and I know I should be. Okay, everything I said about the sponge I take back, because now I'm using my beauty blender to add concealer. I'm using Yves Saint Laurent, and I cannot say that in a normal way because it's ridiculous that I have this. It's honestly not much more expensive than anything else you would get at Sephora. Why am I justifying? I know, because it's the internet and I'm gonna get dragged. I just put a tiny little slashes and I take a wet beauty blender and I just blend that in mainly in the middle of my face. I'm also gonna go over the eyes with this concealer because it gives a little bit more light and it acts as a base and a primer for any eyeshadows if I were to want to put it on. Next, it was only a matter of time. The next thing I'm using is a Laura Mercier setting powder. This is a translucent powder that I just I just dab a little bit of the powder all over the places that I put the concealer just to set it and make it not crease. Now, we're moving on to brows. I use the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. I do have microbladed eyebrows, but I still need this, and that's fine. I try and keep them on the natural side. I don't want them to be too sharp or edgy, so I use the spoolie at the end to kind of brush through and blend them in with my natural hairs. Next, I set it in place with this Glossier Boy Brow, and we just tame those little suckers. You wanna secure your work. You gotta save the goodness because it's fleeting. Sad tutorial. This next thing I really like because it's dual purpose. This is a Giorgio Armani A blush. I'm doing this for you. It is a small little spongy brush, and all I do is swipe it on my finger, and then I put it on the apples of my cheeks here. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my God, I was doing that without a mirror. See, now we look like we just ran a mile or got real embarrassed at lunchtime. Either or, this is what we want. Also, the second thing that this does is acts as a lip gloss. It gives your lip a little bit of color. I like also pushing it in with my finger versus swiping it on like lipstick because it still gives that really natural look, like I was just born with this, which I wasn't. This is fabricated for acceptance. The next thing I'm using is the Glossier Lash Slick. One tip for curling lashes is start from the root, get as close as you can, but then as you're clamping, start moving away and up. It gives it an extra little lift that you wouldn't get if you just slammed it once. Some of my verbs need help, and so much more beyond my verbiage needs help. Oh my God. Also, what I like about this mascara is the bristles are super tiny. Such small, precise bristles. As much as these look like little baby lashes, baby extensions, this mascara does such a good job of enhancing those. I actually like that it doesn't make them super thick and clumpy. It just makes it look like your eyelashes just a little bit better. And then I do the other eye. Look at all these teeny tiny fibers. Doing the Lord's work right now. In addition to making me look like I had a full 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep, this mascara stays all day and it doesn't smudge or flake, and it's water resistant, which is good for me. It's not that I am sensitive. Scratch that. It is that I'm sensitive. Anything will make me cry. The intro of Chopped makes me cry. Seeing people hug on the street makes me cry. Is that a sin? And if you're not prone to crying but prone to sweating, this is also good if you need to, you know, not look like you cried. Okay, our martini step. I'm using the Smashbox highlight thing. Wow, that is immensely dirty and still dirty. I only really use this first one, and I just, I do cheek, nose, upper lip, and then if I got some extras, I frame the edge of my eyebrow. To set all of it, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Again, save your work. Seriously, if you do anything in this world, save your work, save your money, save your memories, save it all. Oh my God, am I my dad yet? I'm gonna spray this real quick. Is that too much? Who cares? Do you ever run from room to room when you get something because you feel like you're wasting your time just walking like a pedestrian? Next, I'm using this Rodin is how my art history teacher would have said that. This is I don't know what this is and I don't know where it came from, but I do have it and I do like it. So clearly, wow. Oleoluso lip balm. I have used so much of it that I now have to scrape it with my thumb. I end the makeup routine with putting this on my lips. It has a good consistency, it's not sticky, it's not heavy, and also it doesn't crease. Sometimes we have lipstick or lip gloss that creases at the edges if you don't talk for a while. And I guess there's two ways to fix that, is just continuously talk forever or get a better lip balm. Folks, I think we've done it. Have we done a good job? The jury is still out. Have we done it? We can say that we did. Oh yeah, I should do beauty shots. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I want so badly to see all the makeup gurus' outtakes from this. I mean, like, there's not much else to show. This is a very natural look. What you see is what you see. Okay, great job, you. I really don't know how to end this, and this is getting embarrassing. Yeah, Glossier paid me to make this video, but even if they didn't, I still would've. And this is the end of the video. Congrats, you made it.
It's a lot, gotta make room for us.